One of the most brutal and ruthless executions in history saw the imperial Romanov family taken to the basement of Ipatiev House in Yekaterinburg. Stood opposite them were a number of Bolshevik revolutionaries, and they fired into the Tsar of Russia, Nicholas II, his wife Alexandra, the Tsarina, and their 5 children. It was barbaric, and the execution squads finished off the royal family with their bayonets. The bodies were then taken to the Koptiaki forest, and they were stripped and mutilated before they were buried. The executions occurred on the night of the 16th of July 1918, but there were other close allies of the royal family who were later executed. One woman who suffered this fate was a teacher inside the royal household, but her execution was ruthless and brutal. Welcome to the fortress. Today we look at the execution of the Tsarina's female teacher, and to support our channel, please make sure to subscribe. Henrietta Katharina Louisa Schneider was born on the 20th of January 1856, and she was born in St. Petersburg. Her family were Baltic German, and she was a niece of the former royal doctor, Dr. Hirsch, and her family were well known in the region. Catherine Schneider, as she was known, was also known for being very Victorian in her morality and beliefs. She had the morals of the middle class in 19th century Britain, and held Victorian values on many different things. Catherine worked as a teacher inside of the Moscow Nikolaev Orphan Institute, and she then became part of the imperial royal family's court. Catherine in particular was a devoted friend and confidant to the Empress and Tsarina Alexandra Feodorovna. She taught Alexandra Russian before her marriage, and she had years before also taught Russian to the Tsarina's sister, Grand Duchess Elizabeth, before she got married to Grand Duke Sergei Alexandrovich. She was a skilled teacher, and many of the imperial family liked having her around. She was known to have been strict in some regards, and she once even banned the 4 Grand Duchesses from putting on a play because it contained the word stockings. But she remained devoted to Tsarina Alexandra, and following the Russian Revolution, she remained by her side, and Catherine followed the royal family during their months of imprisonment. She was, however, split up from them when they were sent to Yekaterinburg, and she was then locked up by rebels at Perm. The fate of the Romanovs is very well documented, but Catherine Schneider, who was at the time considered rather elderly, was locked up, and she was a symbol of the monarchy, which was of course dangerous. On the 4th of September 1918, she was driven out of where she was being locked up, a prison, to a forest outside of Perm. There were soldiers who were accompanying her, and she was told to get out of the vehicle and march into the forest. Following this, the soldiers then set upon her, and she was knocked to the floor by a strong blow to the back of the head by a rifle butt. It's claimed also that she was executed by being shot at point-blank range, before her body was then interred inside of a grave. The body of Catherine Schneider would be discovered by the Whites allegedly in May 1919, but the body was exhumed in September 2020 for 4 years of forensic analysis, and she was then reburied in a huge ceremony. Catherine Schneider was a loyal teacher of the Russian Tsarina, and was very devoted to her and the royal family until the day that she died inside of that forest. Thanks for watching. To support our channel, please make sure to subscribe, and once again, thank you so much for watching.